Hello ladies and gents, welcome back into another video. Today we're going to explore the Immutable X token. We're going to look at some really solid news which has just recently been announced because they're going to implement staking in July for Immutable X, so holders can now capitalize more Immutable X, and we're also going to look at some long-term and short-term price analysis and speculate what could potentially happen for this project. So at the moment Immutable X is ranked 120 in the ecosystem. We are up 5% on that daily time frame, trading at $0.927. Can we retrieve that psychological level of $1? Can we break through that barrier? Market cap is currently 218 million, so we are a low cap gem at the moment, and we can easily still see a 10 to 20x for this project. Now, one thing to notice is only 12% of the total circulation of the max supply is in circulation, and that is quite important to consider. We can see here is probably the internal wallet or the developer wallet. I'm not sure what the tokenomics are upon distribution, but this 88% must be the wallet of Immutable X themselves. So that's one thing to also notice. All time, looking at the previous price structure, we came all the way up to around, where were we? $9.49. So we have had some big highs for this project already. You can see the market cap once upon a time we had a market cap of over 1.79 billion. So again, it does show that this project has hit those big milestones already. Can it retrieve and regain its place up there above 1 billion market capital? I think certainly in the future it can. So let's have a little look. Powering the next generation of Web3 games, scale your game in hours with the leading layer 2 for NFTs that fully secures by Ethereum. So this is a Web3 metaverse project, of course. We will read on a bit more about what Immutable is later on, but what I really want to share with you is this exciting news right here on the Twitter page. Immutable, this is their official Twitter, excited to announce staking. The first cycle will start at the 1st of July 2022. 000 UTC. Move your IMX tokens to your Immutable X Layer 2 wallet before then. Recent events like Celsius highlight the priority for self-custodial staking. Your assets should always be yours. So you can see people are super bullish. The first phase of staking will begin with automatic rewards for IMX users at the end of each cycle, before soon switching to a self-custodial staking process with an interactive dashboard in the second phase. You can see step 3. To be eligible for the first phase of staking, your Immutable X Layer 2 wallet needs to hold 10 minimum IMX tokens throughout the cycle. Trade at least one NFT during the staking cycle. It doesn't say what value it needs to be. We can also see here rewards will be distributed to eligible Immutable X Layer 2 wallets at the end of the cycle. Your reward will be based on your minimum IMX token holding across the cycle relative to all other eligible wallets for the cycle as well. So there's some really big stuff coming up. Here is the dashboard. This is exactly how it's going to look. You can see what your staking position is, the lifetime rewards. Stake, trade, earn, respect every 14 days. So it's a really nice protocol, lovely dashboard. I am quite excited to see what could potentially happen with this project and the new users that will hop on board, just because they simply will be offering staking, because people love staking in cryptocurrency. It's great for the ecosystem, it's strong for the projects, it allows value to be locked in, and basically it just keeps the floor price higher because there's more liquidity in the project. What else do we have from the news on Immutable X recently? Well, this is pretty big. Ethereum-based Immutable launches $500 million Web3 gaming fund. So they've got some big cash reserves to survive through these bear markets. And this is the 500 million development fund. So the developer and venture fund will focus on supporting the Web3 games and NFT focused firms built on Immutable X. How IMX can gain momentum? Well, basically, the Immutable's 500 million funds will be giving grants with a combination of IMX, the native token of Immutable, and cash. The aim will be to work with developers, IP holders, and strategic partners who are looking to incentivize developers in building games and other projects. This move can surely increase the utility of the IMX token. So even though the price is down right now, of course we are in a macro downtrend, we are in a bear market, Bitcoin has capitulated quite aggressively already. It's just natural for many altcoins to be in a downtrend right now. You can't pinpoint and say this project is flawed or this project is bad. It's just everything is moving down. This is just the nature of crypto and altcoins, as the trajectory of Bitcoin is in a downtrend. So what's going on with IMX at the moment? Well, we can zoom out a little bit here on the daily charts for the Qcoin exchange. We can see we did launch around $9 on this particular exchange, and ever since basically November 2021, we have been in a constant downtrend, and it doesn't look good. One key area of resistance I'm looking at the moment is actually this $1.10 level from where we capitulated over here on the 7th of March 2022. Following that event on the oversold position, you can see here the relative strength index was oversold. We did actually put through a nice big pump. And if we put the vertical line over here on the RSI, we can see that pump resulted in about a rally of 159%. Of course, we've had another recent oversold position, which was here with the Terra Luna FUD, and then another one with the Bitcoin 200-week capitulation. Now, both of these oversold territories didn't offer as large returns, but they still offered really strong returns so far, 37% and 65%. So I would definitely consider the oversold territory or buying the fear to still be a very, very strong strategy in the market. Of course, we're no longer oversold on the daily. And what is really interesting is actually we had a bullish divergence. If we look at this low here joins up to this swing low here, putting through a lower low. On the RSI, we can see we had this swing low, but then we actually join up and make a higher low, which is also known as a bullish divergence, which is effectively you're getting ready for that reversal. The price momentum is going to hopefully reverse into an uptrend, and the bulls are striking back against the bears, and that's what's effectively happened at the moment as we traverse through this descending channel. And within this descending channel, we now have an ascending channel. Well, a bit of a rising wedge really, which is typically bearish because we can see that eventually these lines will converge and cross over each other. So it's a descending channel with a rising wedge residing within it. It's a lot of technical words, isn't it? And what I also see actually from my personal perspective is the potential double reversal bottom. That double bottom reversal pattern that could occur here. You see this, we get the swing low, we get that swing high, swing low, swing high. If we do get the breakout, it could be quite a big pump to the upside on this occasion. Now the resistance really is around the $1 mark, that psychological barrier. And if we break through that $1 level, the next resistance is going to be $1.10. So my price target in the short term for Immutable X token will be that $1.10 level if we can break out the rising wedge out of the descending channel at the same time. Now, what else is really, really important about this particular price levels? Well, if we can break out of this resistance, it's also a double bottom reversal pattern. So on the most hyper bullish scenario, we're looking at a 68% pump to the upside, which would take us to about $1.42 over the next few weeks if we can see sustenance with this particular rally, because we do have the bullish divergences, which is really, really nice to see. Now we're going to flip to the 4-hour time frame and have a little look what's going on. We're not too overheated on the RSI, which is good. We did see a lot of selling pressure around the $0.98 level. So because this is a rising wedge, it is typically possible to see a loss of support. So do note that if we lose the 0.88 support level or this lower support trend line, we could easily just fall back down, maybe even retest a 0.70 or 0.80, but I still think we'll see continuation to the upside afterwards, because this was the buy zone. Effectively, this is the sell zone at the resistance level, because we are in a bear market. You trade the support, you buy the support, you sell the resistance level. That's usually how you would navigate the turbulence of a cryptocurrency bear market. So we're in this rising wedge, we're waiting for the next potential move. If we lose support and come down to 0.58, for me, that's another huge buying opportunity. Now, of course, we can still get the reversal up to the $1.10 level. So keep an eye out on these levels. I think, short term, it's going to be volatile. Of course, it's an altcoin. So just keep an eye out on what might happen here. But rising wedge, typically bearish. 1 hour time frame, let's just see what's going on with a bit more noise. Again, we're not really overbought on the RSI. It doesn't look too bad. But I am seeing now a bearish divergence completely opposite to the bullish divergence, which is where we got this swing high here to a higher swing high. We joined those up, and on the RSI we got a swing high to a lower high, and effectively this is a bearish divergence, which could show that we might see some continuation to the downside or get a bit of a rejection here. But overall, I am super bullish. We've got the good news for July coming. That could be actually the catalyst of what's happened from this particular pump. I mean, we've been in an uptrend, a short-term uptrend, shall I say, for 16 days. So it is looking good. We might just get a bit of a price loss recently. So what do I think could happen for this project in the next few years? I think it's important to also explore this kind of topic, because just look at it. you know, just look at that. I think, you know, in the next few months, it would be very good to see Immutable X at least traverse back to around $2 if we get out this extreme fear phase that we are seeing in cryptocurrency today. And again, I'm seeing the potential of a huge double bottom reversal, which will take us to the upside. Now, of course, it's easy to speculate and say these things will happen. In reality, we're probably just going to get a crypto winter, trade sideways for a long time before seeing any real exponential increase in the price. However, for 2025, should the project sustain and see traction, I do believe we're going to see an $11 to $14 price for this project using our Fibonacci extension to get a realistic target of what could eventually happen. Now, if it did happen, holding for the few years, you're looking at over 1000% return on investment. Of course, I can't predict the future, but I do like to buy these projects during their undervaluation phase within the extreme fear phase of the cryptocurrency markets. So in my opinion, it's a great buy. If you want to grab some Immutable X today, you can use the link down in my description below, take you to the safest exchange to get some, or if you want to buy other crypto too, you can use the same link. Crypto Bubbles today, we're just going to have a little exploration of what's going on in the markets. We can see Bitcoin is now sitting at 20k, Ethereum at 1.1k. Again, really sensitive levels. Bitcoin Rainbow, well, for me, it's screaming buy. You don't have to do that. I'm just buying little by little, and when I see the blue barrier broken once again, you know, in these lovely undervaluation zones, it just looks like you gotta buy more cryptocurrency. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, and see you in the next one.